Hi, this is Dr. Liu. In this video, I want to show you the wiring for the LCD. So let's take a look. I have the Arduino on the left side, and that's 5 volt and ground. They're connected to the blue and the red buses here. Mine might actually have the opposite orientation as yours. My blue is on the left, and red is on the right. I'm going with the color. And if you have just the opposite order red on the left, you should go with the color too. So the red is 5 volt and the black going to blue is ground. It's a little hard to see with the 3D, but they're going there. And the potentiometer here is connected between I want to say 35 and 33, the pin 33, 35. And the 33 has the red wire right here going to the 5 volt. 35 has the black wire going to ground, and 34 is the center tap, is a white wire that goes onto the LCDs. Let's see, this pin is called a V0. I think I should plug this in a little further. V0 is the pin 3 on the LCD. Again, hard to see because the 3D things are kind of blocking one another. This is going to be used to change or adjust the contrast of the display so that we can view the text more optimally. Okay, so let's look at the rest of the LCD. Um, Pin 15 and 16 are anode and a cathode, so they should be connected to 5 volt and ground. So you can see the red wire here from 15 to red, black wire from 16, the far top side, the right side, to the blue. So that's connected. This is powering the backlight, not the LCD itself. The text and such, those are powered from pins 1 and 2. Those are VSS for ground and VDD for 5 volt. So the VSS has this black wire here, and VDD has the red wire next to it. So if you ever wonder what exactly is a VSS, why is that a ground, and why is the VDD um, a 5 volt or power? These terminologies came from well, let's see, MOSFETs. So if you have an N-channel MOSFET, the VDD would be the voltage that biases the drain, D for drain. So VDD biases the drain. So you need a high voltage to do that. And then the VSS would be the voltage that biases the source. So typically an N MOSFET will have source connected to the ground, so that VSS can also mean ground, and VDD would mean power, to power that MOSFET. Hopefully you remember it, but that's okay if you don't. So that's pins 1 and 2. Pin 3 is already taken care of with the center tap from the potentiometer. And pin 4 is RS, um, and pin 5 is RW. RW is connected to the ground, so I have this black wire going to the ground. And the RS, I have a blue wire. The blue wire goes onto Arduino pin 7. Okay, and keep going further. E or EN is on a white wire that goes to Arduino pin number 8, white wire. And then we skip over the data lines 0 through 3 because we're using a 4-pin mode to communicate. And that means we only need the data lines 4 through 7. So 4 through 7 is orange, yellow, green, and blue. So that goes orange, yellow, green, and blue to these pins. I think it's 9, 10, 11, 12, if I'm not incorrect. Okay, and that's it. That's how you wire this thing up. So if you power it up, let's plug it in. Okay, so my computer is setting up the Arduino since this is the first time it's connected. Okay, so we're just going through these information displays. I know there's a bright spot over here that's from overlight ceiling light. So let me see if I can block it somehow. It's kind of difficult to block that light, so I have to hold a sheet of paper up over the this document camera. Somehow I can block it slightly. Okay, so that's good. So as you can see, the display displays something and for a few seconds, and then flips to the next one. I'll have to go around another time so you can see how these things are displayed. Temperatures in Fahrenheit and Celsius. That's measured voltage and error with the right amount of digits. Number of students and average score. I think that's one more. There's a name and the voltage someone measured. So that is the first part of the activity is to be able to display these with some delays in between so I can check it. So for the potentiometer for adjusting um, the contrast, let me grab a more screwdriver. Yeah, you're not going to need a screwdriver. The one that I'm using is inconvenient. The one that you'll be using are going to have a shaft or a little stick that you can turn by hand. So see if this is set wrong, either this that's too high of contrast, all the blocks are showing, or it could be shown as oh there's nothing. Oh, well that's just the voltage is not enough. So if you turn this all the way back and forth, you can always find some spots. See that before the dark blocks start to come in, you want to trim back. Well, we still see some dark blocks and maybe to some this is good, right? In one direction you're going to get the contrast less and less, and it'll make the display harder and harder to read. In the other direction you're making the contrast more and more. That also shows the background or the spaces as blocks. So that's how you would adjust it to your own comfort, I'd say. Thank you.